Hey guys, Disnickfanatic here, and today I am doing my first ever Q&A video, and it's about time too, because I've been planning to do one, and I finally decided to do one, and you guys asked a lot of great questions. So let's get started. The first question comes from XTwinklestar7X. She asked, is Martha Speaks canceled? Well, basically, Martha Speaks hasn't had an episode since November 18th, 2014, so pretty much the show's over, and no episodes are going to air again. Even PBS has actually died on the show from what I've heard from other stations, but it does air occasionally on the 24/7 channel. Now, could WGBH pull another season in? Absolutely, it could happen. I could see that doing later on the road, but at this point, there's no chance of another season. Question 2. Will Psy Girls have a season 5? Now, I'm not really into Psy Girls, but by the looks of it, it hasn't been renewed yet. But the seasons are very spread out from what I've looked at on Wikipedia and how the show is. So right now, I'm not going to say it may not get renewed, but again, it may. So we'll just have to wait and see. David Anderson asks, what is your favorite Disney and Nickelodeon TV shows from your childhood? Well, this is a really hard choice, and I'm going to be definitely doing in-depth reviews on shows of my childhood soon, but I've not really done them. But anyway, let's get into the question. I would say for Disney, it would be PB&J Honor and Sweet Life, as well as Recess. All three of those shows were great to me. And I would definitely love to see a spin-off of Recess or even a remake of Sweet Life. That would just be absolutely insane. I know they did Sweet Life on Deck, but I'm talking about Dylan and Cole being grown up now. Maybe they run the hotel and they have kids or something. It would just be something fun to see. Nickelodeon, I would definitely say Rugrats, Fairly Odd Parents, and iCarly, as that show got me into film and television. Great question. Audrey the Algaeologist, sorry if I mispronounced your name, do you like Austin and Ally? Well, Austin and Ally was a really good show in my opinion. I did enjoy many of the episodes, but was watching for a more of enjoyment than a shipping aspect of the show, as I'm not into the shipping of most shows. But I will say my favorite parts were some of the songs, and as well as episodes like where they cross over with Jesse and just Trish getting fired a lot and, getting new jobs in every episode and even getting fired by Austin and Ally at times. So it was a really good show. But since that show's over and I'm hoping for a reboot, and I know a lot of fans are, but I'm kind of interested to see what the creators of an Austin and Ally have for the future, as they have a new show called Cousins for Life, which will be airing on Nickelodeon this fall. Now, the show is scheduled to go into production this summer. Exactly when, we're not sure, but we do know where it's recording, if you're kind of curious. It's going to be recording at the Burbank Studios, Stage 9, which used to house Nickelodeon's Game Shakers. Now, since Season 3 is its final season, it makes sense to stick it there, as Paramount has a lot of space filled, but I guess they could squeeze it into School of Rock, but IMDb has confirmed it's going to be at the Burbank Studios, so we'll keep an eye on that if you guys are interested. But anyway, the point I'm getting to is, as you guys know, Dan Snyder did leave Nickelodeon, and that leaves Henry Danger Season 5 hanging in a balance without a creator. Now, Admin Big Teddy suggested on the Facebook chat of us, and basically he had an interesting idea. He said, what if Kevin and Heath, the show's creators for Cousins for Life and Austin and Ally, wrote for Henry Danger Season 5. Now, I kind of like that. They, already wrote for Jason the cast when they did the holiday specials for Nick. And, well, he's right. They did. But, here's another interesting fact. Henry Danger tapes at the Burbank Studios Stage 11, which connects to Stage 9. So, they're taping to get right next to each other if Dan does not, go on for another season, and he really is, gone from season 5, it could happen. I'm not 100% sure, but this is a rumor that, we're looking at and is a possibility. Now, I think Snyder's Bakery will still be contracted through season 5. We'll see what happens, but I'm not going to get into this. But both shows would be taping next to each other, and all they would have to do, they have 2 creators, they would just have to go back and forth like Dan. So it makes sense a little bit. What do you guys think about the creators for Austin and Ally taking over for Henry Danger Season 5 while they do Cousins for Life? And I think they may do a good job with it. Let me know what you guys think. K. Woods Fiction asks, do you like Arthur? Well, Arthur was one of my favorite TV shows growing up, and pretty much the show I watched on PBS Kids a lot because I didn't have cable. So it was one of my favorite shows, and I especially love Buster because he loves to eat and I love to eat. So, and he can be a prankster and I'm a prankster. So basically, we have a lot of common with Buster, and just some of the episodes were fantastic, and I just loved that they got into serious topics. They did like a 9/11, they did a hurricane, they covered allergies, they've done so much. They even did cancer, which I guess is now banned on PBS because of parents complaining that, they did it wrong or something. I didn't really look into it, but it was a wonderful show. Now, I hope it does get picked up for season 22. Sorry. But we'll see what happens. I mean, it's been going on for years, but I absolutely loved Arthur. Thanks for the question. Spongy Things Production asks 3 questions. Are you excited for the new Blue's Clues reboot? Well, I was never a fan of Blue's Clues, but it was a fun show to watch at times. I definitely loved the songs that were in it and some of the things that they got into, and I did prefer Steve over Joe. But it will be interesting to see what comes with the new show and for the animation and to see if it's done right, unlike the Bob the Builder reboot for 2015. Hint, hint. So, I'm very excited to see what will come with this show. But, yeah, it'll be an interesting show, and I'm kind of curious to see who is going to be the new Steve. But another fun fact I want to share is I even thought it would have been fun to audition for the show, but decided not to because I don't live in LA or in the area. But I was definitely thinking about it, and it would be a great idea to go, Mel, it's time to wag my tail for the mail. Yeah, alright, that might have been a little too much. Question 2. What's your opinion on Apple and Onion? Well, I haven't seen a full episode, but I've seen clips, and it does look pretty interesting to me. I probably should watch a full episode one day when I get around to it, but other than that, it does seem pretty interesting, and the ratings, though, don't really look that great anyway, so we'll see. Question 3. Do you watch anime? No. Nicholas Sota 3 2004 asks, do you like Henry Danger or The Adventures of Kid Danger? Well, I do like both shows, but Henry Danger is a way better show than The Adventures of Kid Danger right now. Henry Danger is more pilot-driven and story-driven, where the cartoon really is just basically not even plot-driven. I want to say more story-driven, but it's random-driven as well at times. It's like, how do these things even make sense? And I haven't even gotten through the first full season. Yeah, and I'm working on the episodes. But I'm not complaining. This is Dan's first show. And probably only last show since he left Nickelodeon. But it has potential. If the show has better writers and animators and people that know what they're doing, then that just do live action, and I think that's Dan's issue. It could be really good. They should just kind of pick up where Henry Danger leaves off or something, or just scrap it all together. I don't think it will continue. The ratings are kind of decreasing, and it hasn't aired in a while, but we'll see what happens. I'm not too concerned right now. But Henry Danger, on the other hand, I do love. It's amazing. I've done so many videos on it. I've done recaps, reviews, season updates, predictions, things like that. And for the driving crazy nuts, I even predicted the crossover 3 days, before Ellen announced the show. Well, I should give Admin Big Teddy credit, aka One Mikey 19. But it's an amazing show. And now, if Henry Danger doesn't go for season 5 and it gets canceled, I hope Piper does find out and up the stairs. But knowing how Dan does episodes, we'll kind of see. It could go anywhere. Up the stairs could mean anything. But it does sound like something's going to happen. For instance, 409, which is now Rubber Duck, there were pictures of Dan teasing us like Piper was going to find out. I don't know if that's going to hold true, but I doubt it still. Nickelodeon airs episodes in random order, but anyway, we'll see what happens. The plot doesn't even match the title for Rubber Duck. It should actually be Car Truck, which a lot of people are reverting, and we're reverting back because we actually have the confirmation Rubber Duck is actually about a car, toy car, so who knows. But I love Henry Danger a lot more. The Adventures Kid Danger is a great show. So, thanks for the question, and it was good. So, that'll be great. And this has been Disnickfanatic signing out.